Hello, friends. I am Sophie and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another installment in the Project What saga. This is actually editing me, currently wrapping up this video. I filmed this quite a while ago, somewhere around late October. Just haven't gotten around to getting it out to the world. So I am here now to do that. I wanted to butt in just really quick to give a little bit more context to this video. So the last video in this saga, I guess, was revising this draft. If you haven't watched it, do that perhaps. And now it is time to put all the changes that I discovered in that video into the story, as one does naturally. When trying to fix something, you gotta actually fix it, not just think about it. And unfortunately, as things go with me, I don't actually show much of this brainstorming, these issues in this video. I mostly just talk about checking off these issues and then eventually put them into the plot, but I don't really show the whole brainstorming thing. Kind of sad about it, but it is what it is. And I mostly think this was the case because it was actually pretty easy to brainstorm all of these issues this time around. Do not know what happened. Logic was logicking, I guess, and things were going very smoothly with this replot, so I guess I didn't feel like I needed to film because I didn't have anything to complain about. That is the context I have. By the time we jump into this vlog, I am basically done brainstorming. I just have a bit more I had to do. So we were basically at the end of the whole brainstorming part, and this is strictly just replotting, redoing the outline and figuring that all out so I can start actually rewriting the draft. But yeah, that is where we are jumping in. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Let's do this. Ooh, spin move. Whoa, he's flying away. What's up? I have not talked on this vlog in a while. My apologies. I have somewhat good news. I am almost done plotting everything for draft 3 to fix draft 2.5 into draft 3. This is all done. I know some of the stuff right here isn't crossed out, but that's just stuff that I need to put in the story. It's not really stuff I need to plot. It's just stuff I need to change that I already have plotted. And over here, all of it's done except for these 3 that say C in a circle. And that's because it has so much information in it that I'm going to type it up on the computer and not put it in this notebook because it's kind of a lot. But it's only 3 events and then we're good. But I'm gonna try and work on those as much as I can today. I have a lot of the notes done. It's in the draft that I printed out. I have some notes on those events in here that I can use, but a lot of it I do have to come up with still. And it's mostly just like getting from situation to situation. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that right now. Swag. Okay, I have finished 2 out of 3. These are the easy ones because they go with each other. and they're the things that I was already pretty solid on. I needed to change some stuff because a character doesn't die anymore. Anyways, I finished those, and now there's the hard one. It is the climax of the story. And I have never been solid on the climax of this story. It's embarrassing, but I need to go to work soon, so that's gonna have to be done later. But I am so close to being done with having all the plot points, and then the rest of this vlog is just gonna be putting it all in order. And then I should have a vlog where I put all these new plot points into the story. But this vlog is not gonna be that because this outlining has already taken way too long. Anyways, yeah, this outlining, I want it to be done. Let's see. I wanted to be done with this on the 15th. It is the 22nd. Very fun. But that's okay. That's okay because we're almost done. We have one more thing to do. And then I just gotta put it in order. And then I've got to put the plot into the book. Yay! Yay. I'll catch you guys later. When I finish the plot. So, later that night, hanging out outside with my family, I did actually end up finishing that last bit of plot on my iPad. Who would have thought? It was also my father's birthday, so we celebrated that night. I wish I had a photo of what the cake looks like. My sister and I decorated it with like little aliens that we drew on with icing. It was very cute, but I do not have any pictures, unfortunately. Anyways, moving on. With the plot finished, I now had to actually fit it into the story. And to do this, I typed up a scene list that I had counted off while I was revising. If you have been here since I revised draft 2 of the story, you would know that I made a similar list to this one for that draft. And that time around, I found it to be very effective, so I decided, why not just use it again? And spoiler alert, it has also been very effective this time. Alright, it is now the next day. We are streaming. Very epic. And also, I have printed out my scene list for the story. It is exactly 130 scenes right now. Very swag. This is basically my outline for the story so far, so I'm going to use this as the basis for where I need to put all of my reworked scenes in. And that's why I have all this space over here so I can fill it in, so I can fix it. Oh my god. Okay. How did we do on that one? How did we do? And then, for the rest of the stream, I basically just finished putting all the changes onto that scene list. Those pages are pretty much just a rough outline of the changes I wanted to put in, because at this point I haven't yet worked out the plot entirely on my plot cards. Like, that's like my finished product for my outline. So for this list, I was kind of just going off of memory and hoping for the best. And as I have realized in doing this process over and over, I tend to do this same sort of thing in like waves. So first, of course, is revising, and then as you just saw, the next step is getting a general idea of the plot changes after I've brainstormed the plot changes, so just figuring out where to fit them in, then actually replotting, then actually putting the changes in. And that's probably how most people's processes look, but mine I find look very similar at the different steps. Like, it looks like I'm not making much progress, but I swear, I swear I am. Also, I have no idea why it takes so many steps of doing basically the same thing. You only see about half of these steps in this video. The other ones will be in the next installment of the Project What vlog saga. You will also see that me putting notes on this list looks very similar to the notes I will be putting on this same list in the next video about this project, but I assure you, they are different steps. Anyways, back to writing. Now it is time to get everything ready for the plot cards. The big boy step is here. There was so much information that I needed for these new plot points, and I did not feel like writing it all out, so instead I typed it all up on a little Google Doc in a little like chart thing, printed it out, and chopped them up and pretended that those were cards. And now it was officially time to redo the plot. I ended up clearing off our table downstairs for it because I needed to see each act in its entirety all at once if I wanted to get a full picture of what I was dealing with. And I knew that I could not fit all of that onto my little desk upstairs. In the end, all I really did was review what I already had on cards, moved some things around, and then finally figured out where to put all those cards that I printed out. And I ended up cutting out so much more than I realized. Like, I know I cut out quite a bit to streamline the story a little bit more. I guess I never realized just how much of the story I ended up cutting out for this. Okay. And my camera's dirty. Gross. Okay. It's been a few days since I've been on here, but I am so close to finishing this outline. I am working through the last bit of the last little gap in the story that I have, which is in Act 1. The first thing I have to work on when I'm reworking this would be sensible to finish figuring out Act 1, but this is the last thing I have to do. And as you can see, this is how far I am. Not really a measurable amount on this, but I am maybe a little more than halfway done with this last little gap, and I should be good. Honestly, all it is plotting out new scenes to add into the story, because I need to integrate these two characters a little bit more, to make it more impactful, to make what's happening more impactful. I have caffeine here, and I just want to get it done. I want to get it done, and then I can put it on the cards. And I don't know if I'm gonna do one more step to fully outline this, or if I'm just gonna use the cards and hope for the best, but we'll just have to wait and see. Right now, I just need to finish this. That's all I have to do. That's it. Okay, we're gonna do it. Yeah. Okay. I think I have it. I think I'm good. So this is what I had kind of before. This is the page from before, and then I just added this. But I think that is it. That is it for the rest of Act 1 stuff. I'm gonna add that to my plot cards. This is my Project What bag. I don't know if I've ever introduced it like that, but this is my Project What bag. I thought it was nice and funky and fresh. And it holds my my draft 2.5, so you know, that's a winner right there. So I know the last clips you saw, like the time-lapsey stuff of where I actually organized these, I did just kind of like a voiceover. I wanted to show you guys how many cards I actually cut out of this story this time around. Look at this. This is more than Act 3. That's how much I cut out. And it's kind of in reverse order. Like this is the first card in the story that I cut out, and this is the last card in the story that I cut out. But that is quite a lot. That's quite a bit. That being said, a lot of them were replaced with like these cards that I printed out, but still, that is a lot of stuff. I didn't realize I changed that much. I'm gonna put this on cards, and then we're gonna put it in the plot into Act 1 right here. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do that real quick. Okay, I didn't even drink this much coffee, so I'm gonna drink a little more. Anyways, I am done. We're done. I'm gonna end the video here with this because the outline is technically complete. We are done. Here's Act 1, ginormous. Act 2, about the same size. And Act 3, literally tiny. She's ready. She's ready to be reworked. That is gonna be for another video though, of course, because this is just the replotting vlog. But that is it for this. In the reworking vlog, I might have another part where I take these and I integrate it into my scene by scene outline, so I can make sure I have the correct scenes in the correct places. But ultimately, I might find that I don't need to do that, and it'll just be fine. But we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, that is it. That is it for this video. This, from what I can tell, sounds so much better than the story that I had already. Not too much has been changed, of course, but draft 2.5, this bad boy was something else. It, first and foremost, all this stuff that I had highlighted gray from draft 2 that I just didn't rewrite, very discouraging to see how much of that I had to change, as well as some of the stuff I had written in that was new that just wasn't gonna work. So it looked like a lot. It looked like a lot that was gonna have to change, and that was not fun to discover. But it has been changed, and a lot of the stuff that did need to be changed wasn't actually like too drastic. Most of it was just making sure I fleshed out all of the character arcs and the relationship arcs, and that I just had all that stuff like in line, and then also reworking the like major scenes of the book, the stuff that like really is important that I had just thrown to the side because it was a little too much pressure at the moment. So I was like, you know what, I'll work on this later, and I did, and now it is fixed. I just have to like write it into the story, which might prove to be difficult, but got a lot fixed, and I'm hoping this draft will be immeasurably better than draft 2, but that'll just have to wait until after I give it to betas, because we're gonna be doing that very soon, I hope. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here, and thanks for hanging out. How is writing going for you guys? Let me know in the comments below, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.